Hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and this is Richard. So I'm here at Kilo Sierra, and it may be one of the last times that I get to come here and do a little fishing because of the ish, and I'm still calling it the ish, but it is going to happen in December. So we're going to do a little bit of fishing and see if I can't catch some bluegills and have a good old time. Could be the last time I'm here, so let's get to fishing. Oh, nope. Oh, he got away. And he may have very well got my worm, because the worms I'm using are definitely old. Yes, the worms are really nasty and old, so I'm going to have to be careful. All I brought with me here today, although I do have gear in the van, I did not bring it with me down here to the creek. All I brought with me is my pole and these worms, and I don't see these things lasting but maybe one hit, and they'll fall off because they're pretty ripe. They've been in the refrigerator way too long, but it's absolutely a fish there. Alrighty, I think one thing I'm going to have to do before we take off is buy another battery or two for this camera, because the ones I'm using are pretty old and they're just not holding a charge the same as they used to. But the worms, they're just not, they've been in their fridge way too long and they're just nasty, so that's out. But I do carry this with me at all times. This is my emergency fishing kit. Now, I do have the ability to create lures, and I am going to pull out one of these pieces of colored, whoop, there went a sinker. There we go. Little piece of pipe cleaner. I'm going to wrap it around my lure to hopefully try to catch a bluegill. I'm going to try to catch that, try to find that pipe, or the sinker that I brought down here. Nope, I can't find it. So again, before I take off, I'm going to have to redo this kit. This is an awesome kit, so I'm going to replace some stuff in there. I've used it a couple times. I've been able to actually use this a couple times. Now if I can get things back in there, there we go. Awesome. Seals back up, stick it in my pocket. So all I'm going to do is just wrap this pipe cleaner around that hook, and when I get that done, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sinker and just put it right up by the eyelet and just leave it there. Well, this is a pretty small hook, and that's going to move, so I'm going to have to, glasses get in my way. Fix that so it doesn't move anywhere. There we go. There, now it's not going anywhere. Just remove my bobber. No, I'll leave that on there as a matter of fact. So I'm just going to take this pipe cleaner, just going to wrap it around the eyelet, down the shank here. Just like so. You know what? Let me unwrap this just a tad bit. I'm going to start right here at the sinker, just above the sinker, so that I can add the sinker to it. There we go. And I'll wrap around that sinker. There we get the eyelet. There we go. That'll work. That way it'll help secure that sinker there. I'll get to use more of this here. I'll just let that stick out. It's just going to look like that. That's all it is. And then you can see the hook. If you can see the hook. There we go. There we go. And that's just how it's going to be. And I'm going to leave that bobber on there. And we're going to get back here and see if we can't catch some bluegill that way. Alright, we're going to see about moving down here. And I really want to avoid falling in. That wouldn't be fun. But the last time I was here, this was absolutely not possible because all this was underwater. And although it's wet and mucky, oh, frog. It is, there's another frog. Oh, maybe I can get this one. Hold on. How cool is that? Well, it's still not going anywhere. Oh! I had my hands on it. And again, as you remember, I just made this out of the hook that I was using the worms, and I brought the sinker down and I just wrapped a piece of pipe cleaner on it, and that's all it is. Alrighty, well I had to turn the camera off because I'm right beside a bridge where it's a bike trail, and the bikers going by. Although I had a great taste in music, I didn't want the music to interfere and cause trouble with my YouTube channels. Oh, I missed him. Did you see that? I hope you guys saw that. He took it. That was a hit. Anyway, they had great taste in music. It was 1980s. It was Tears for Fears. But anyway, let's see if we can't get that. So I did get a hit, if nothing else, and I hope it's on camera. I hope you can see that. I got a hit. It was right around that area is where it took it. Well, that frog came back up. Before I throw this back out in the water, since I've got it up, see if we can't get some view of this frog here. Birds sound enthusiastic. Alrighty, so I've had a wonderful time out here at Camp Kilo Sierra. May or may not be my last time here, I don't know. Let's hope not, but I did have fun. I didn't actually catch anything this time, and I did get a few bites. I got the one bite on the worms that I was using, but they were so nasty that they weren't staying on the hooks anymore. So I tossed those out into the water, let the fish have those. And yes, I took to the packaging that the worms were in, and I did take them to a trash can and dump them in a trash can. I did put on a red pipe cleaner and did get a hit with that, although I was unable to actually catch that fish. I don't think, and not that I'm making excuses, because I'm not, but I don't think there were really more than one or two fish out there anyway, and I think they were really small. I fished for a considerable amount of time and only got those 2 bites. So, and everywhere else I looked was really, really shallow, and there was absolutely nothing around. So I'm thinking that this just isn't the time or the place for fish right now. I do plan on fishing more before the big adventure, because it's going to be difficult for me to fish on this big adventure because we're going to be in so many states, and they don't have a national fishing license. Now, I am not one to say that there needs to be regulation, especially on a federal level, but since there is, I am going to suggest that they get some sort of federal national fishing license that's good in any state. I just think that, especially with how mobile we are now, I think that it's impractical. Now, granted, I think financially, I think they do it mainly because it's more financial that way, because you could spend more on a one-day fishing license in a non-residential state than you would the whole year of a fishing license if you were a resident. So they have a financial gain there. But I think as far as that goes, to be totally honest, I think we need a national fishing license. So I'm going to I'm going to mention that to people who maybe will be able to, fix that issue. And do you guys agree with me or not? Do you think there should be a national fishing license, a fishing license that's good in any state? I say yes. So if you say no, let me know what the reasons are. And if you say yes, let me know what you think about that too. So thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's just your own backyard. Alrighty, so I got back to the van, and I just want to make it clear, even though it's probably pretty obvious anyway. I personally don't think that there should be a requirement as far as a fishing license to begin with. I think that we're as human beings, we're over-regulated and over authoritized. So I don't think there should be a requirement for a fishing license anyway. I don't think we should need a license to do any of that. Our government has made it impossible, and I mean this literally, they have made it impossible to live free in this country. It is not only impossible, it's actually illegal to do. But even though I say that, there is a license to hunt and to fish. There's nothing I'm going to do to change that, although, you know, regardless. So because there is, all I'm saying is I think that if they are going to require a license, which they do, I think they should have a national fishing license that's good all over the United States, because we as a species now are extremely mobile. And I think that the rules and laws that we have, that those in authority force us to comply with, are completely outdated. So if you are going to demand allegiance and slavery of us, at least you can make us a little bit more happy in our slavery by making a national fishing license and giving those of us who are traveling to many, many states all the time an opportunity to fish and enjoy that as a relaxation and as a mode of getting food. So that's really all I have to say about that. I guess I should shut up before I continue and go on a rant. So again, thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft, and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's just your own backyard.